of course. Now that I'm actually gonna try and do a video and I'm tucked into a little tiny nook, the wind's gonna pick up and it's probably blowing out the microphone. Just have to deal with the sound. If you're that type of viewer that wants to complain about the sound, just be forewarned, there might be some wind sounds. I think it's been about 1.5 years since I did a walkthrough on my boat, and I'll just kind of go over what I have this time of year, ins and outs, pluses and minuses, things that I'm stoked on, things that maybe leave something to be desired. So let's do it. I'm gonna just work from the front of the boat to the back, and unfortunately the front of the boat kind of starts out on a little bit of a negative thing. So the Fortrex, sorry, the Ultrex, for the cost of that motor, it's a clunky, loud motor, in my opinion. I constantly debate, like, do I need to switch out for something else, because I just get afraid to even tap the motor at times. It's like, it's only 1.5 years old. I don't know why it's so loud, but it's progressively getting louder. Maybe there's some general maintenance that can be done. I ain't got time for that. Like, I'm trying to fish, I'm not trying to spend time tearing apart stuff. But yeah, anyways, other than that, I guess it does its job. It gets me from point A to point B. It has power. Next is the Solix. This unit is pretty much, the touchscreen doesn't work at all anymore. It just becomes a map usage only, because the toggle system is not set up to be used as a toggle. In my opinion, it's set up to be used as a touchscreen, and the touchscreen works about 1% of the time. So that's kind of harsh. My first thoughts were that it's because the screen are dirty. Well, after cleaning the screens, all that other stuff, it didn't matter. And it's just progressively gotten worse. So we're at the point now where it just almost never works. The unit that's back here works 100% of the time. With that said, that's kind of a bum factor. Other than that, it works great. But the main feature of it was it's a touchscreen, and among some other technical aspects, but the fact that the touchscreen doesn't work 1.5 years in, kind of whack. Got the GoPro set up. I'm running it down here. Got the dead cat up top to cut down the wind noise. Goes through this little GoPro powering system. It's sitting in an aluminum Ulanzi frame, and just recently, as speaking with Keith Wilson about stuff, he's in Florida, so he was just like, dude, take the batteries out. And so yeah, long lesson learned. Didn't used to have to do that, but now I guess you do. But that Ulanzi frame, the aluminum frame, really helps keep it cooled down, and then it's sitting on a battery pack. Can run all day. That battery pack, which is an Anchor battery pack, I mean, I think I can get like 4 trips, 8-hour days without it ever wearing out. Like, you got to charge it after that point. I did have a port plugged in up here, all the way in up here, but that went bad on me, so I don't use it anymore. Other than that, the front of the boat, it is what it is. I do have some smelly jelly, Swimbait Underground scent. All right, got the net. Let's look in the bait box. Some top secret stuff, some top secret stuff, some top secret stuff, some more top secret stuff. All right, now you can actually see what's in here. Just baits, Battle Shads, Nate's 12-inch right there. Some custom painted Battle Shad 9.0s, some Battle Shad 6.0s, a little terminal tackle, tiny box. It's got rattles, weights, tungsten nails, clips, a ghost bumper, eyeballs, lead, board weights, random packs of beast hooks, frogs, a bunch of frogs. It's getting to be that time of year. Got to have the frogs in the boat. And I think those are just citizen boxes down there. This is organized chaos. I just don't want to dig them out. So yeah, nothing to hide in there. Another custom painted Battle Shad 9.0. Oh, some 7.5s. That's that box. It's that time of year. And then I'm gonna throw my secret stuff back in there. It's bait development time. Oh, and the scale. All right. Ice packs, water jugs, chips, sandwiches, all that good stuff. Such a game changer, dude. I mean, just life's so much better. As stupid as it is, a damn cooler is like such a game changer. Little clips all stashed up here for pinning in hooks if I need. Those for battle shads. Little quad hook. Split ring pliers are a must if you don't have those. Oh man, so I gotta go back up here. Best shears in the game, dude. These Gerber, oh, let's slide around. Gotta hide a bait still because it's in development, so I don't want to show you. Here's the setups for the day. Artex R2, flat knobs, 100mm varial handle, DC SXXG Shimano, 40-pound braid, 110 varial handle, those round knobs. This is the Border Patrol DRT Artex series, and then this is the Gancraft Mago 003 Daiwa reel. So far, both those reels have been good reels to me. For the money, I was actually stoked that they are good reels because they are not cheap at all. But I need them for a very specific use, and they are accomplishing that. I'm very happy with them. Let me move this stuff out of the way so I can get into the other box. All right, this is probably a mess, but oh, it's not that bad. 86 bait. Oh, it's a mess. Clash 9 Joy Thief color. Oh my god, come on. The Joker Joy Thief. Tiny Clash Joy Thief. Notice I put smaller hooks on all this stuff. Hinkle. Come on now, get out of there. Ugh, I'm gonna get stabbed. Come on, dude. Hop out of there. Oh, come on. Get out of there. Oh. Again, all my DRT accessories right here. All those spare parts right there. Oh, there's a black dog tail in there too. You got to have those spare parts, constantly changing them out, lose them. What is this box? I think this is the scales box. Yeah, this is the scales box, which there's another Brecknell hanging out over here. All right, another Joy Thief Tiny Clash over here that I haven't tuned up. Box full of scents. That's just junk back there. That's like GoPro accessory crap. And then I got lines. I got the Tatsu 20-pound Seagar, 15-pound, and then the Abrase X 20-pound, another spool of 20-pound. There should be 17 and 15 here. I'm just low. I'm not sold on this Tatsu yet. I caught some fish on it and then had some break-offs, and I don't think it was a coincidence that I broke off. I think it has something to do with that line. Probably already said it, the A-rig box. And then I'm not gonna dive into this. It's pretty much the same stuff as before that's been in there. I keep the same baits in there, but I got all the swim bait underground wraps. There's one. Oh, there's a some depths. That's the Butchie Brown color right there. Super cool gizzard shad. There's a bluegill in there. More swim bait underground wrap. Swim bait underground wrap down there. The smaller hybrid swim bait underground wrap. That's got clashes and stuff like that in it. Tiny clashes, sorry. Put that there. I will show that big dog's peeking out. I think DRT and Swim Bait Underground are going to come out with a custom wrap for that specific bait, the Frenzy. So that will be cool because right now it doesn't fit in anything. This stuff gets highly annoying that the foam is constantly falling off. I'm constantly putting it back up. The gigantic net. When you're soloing the boat, you got to have a net, and like a big net in my opinion. This is lightweight. It's got a long handle. You got to keep it in mind that I'm sitting 18 inches up on top of the water, plus my arm length. I can only reach so far. So if I have a very small net with a short handle, I'm not going to reach those fish. So I have to find somewhere in between. Find what works for you. Like, I'm not strong enough to use like those heavier nets. Some guys might be. That's fine. But you definitely need a good net. Sometimes I see the little tiny silver ones with a little round loop. It's like, nah, bro, that's not cutting it. If you're chasing after giant fish, that's not gonna cut it. Backup setups that I have in case I switch it up for the day and want to throw something else, throw giant baits. I have the DRT Addiction 80X. That's on a 300 Tatula with the 117 handle on it with the Working Class Zero DRT flat knobs. And then I also have is the Lowdown Customs Workshop white label, medium heavy. And this is again on that Daiwa Gancraft Mago 003 with a 100mm handle, DRT varial handle on it. All right, swooping around. Another workshop setup right here. My son fishes this one all the time. A Loomis frog rod, an iRod frog rod, a DRT prototype rod right here. Got my light. I got my Lowdown Custom rod sleeves wherever they might be. Just trying to, there it is, my Lowdown Custom rod sleeves. 8-to-1 Tatula 300 hanging out. And then backup boards right here. Wood one, green one, wood one, Swimbait Underground collab one, DRT collab one, and then my new favorite, the yellow one. Gotta have a board, as I talked about, and not that board, but just some way of like kind of keeping track of your fish. I think it's important. You know, I'm not trying to push the Working Class Zero board just in general. I think it's cool. You see the board, you see the size of the fish, whatever board it is, and you have it. As I discussed before, all this has worked great, touch screen wise, everything. I have had issues though. I don't know what's happening with it, but there are times that my transducer just doesn't work. I get no signal. I tear apart everything, go through, everything seems to be hooked up. One time, cable in here was disconnected, but other times, nothing's wrong. It's just not working. All the gauges still work fine. Inside this is just a complete...
What kind of fish do they have in here?
I mean, pretty much any fish you could think, like catfish, bass, crappie, bluegill, carp, striper. Just go down the list.
All in here?
Yeah.
How big does it go that way?
If you go out, you can walk to that point right now if you go on that trail, and then you can see the rest of the lake.
What are you fishing with?
Like swim baits, like large fish imitations. I just catch and release the things I do, but yeah, you can't, like if you catch fish, they got a cleaning station up there in the lot for it. So inside the console, it's a mess, personal mess. Got the necessities though, catch and release, lighter, Advil. When you're a child like me that grew up with migraines and never a solution for it, then gotta have the temporary solution of Advil. DRT hooks, batteries, it's just a mess in there. Rubber bands, all the little rubber grommets from the latches, which just pop off all the time. And jumping over here, still got this one hardwired in over here to this port, which hasn't given out on me yet. Live well, same old live well, empty. Camera on a pole, hardwired down, alligator clips down there. Life jacket, rag, flotation device as required. Anchor, fish those grass beds. I need to get a different anchor, but dude, it does the job, but it's almost annoying because it does too good of a job. This compartment. So I think the last time I did the video, I had 3 batteries, but I was running into power issues. So I ended up getting 4 batteries. It's been great since. I had a few issues with the onboard charger. I've got those sorted, it's just fuse blowing, stuff like that. Maybe a little annoying, but that's probably my fault. Power pole stuff worked great. This one is a mess of always leaking. I guess that's just a common thing with them, I don't know. Just this one though, this one always leaks. And I'm constantly having to clean and wipe it up. Speaking of the power poles though, dude, best customer service. I beat on mine super hard. Broken them, and like the spike parts, and I mean, dude, it's so easy. I break it, I go online, I find the replacement part, there's a lifetime warranty on them, they send me the part. I pay for the shipping, and of course, you know, if I want it faster, I pay more for the shipping. That's amazing, no questions asked. Like, by far the best customer service I've dealt with in a long time. Like, I'm a fan. It's so easy. I've lost some of the hardware that goes with it. They send it, no charge. I'm not gonna abuse it, that I'm not gonna abuse their kindness in offering these things. I do greatly appreciate it, so I have no affiliation with them, but holy cow. The customer support on that end is top notch. And like I said, I think I'm way harder on them than a lot of guys are. Like if I'm drifting, I'm throwing them down. I don't care. So they're great. Motor's still ticking along strong. Yeah, not much to say about it. It's great. Actually, since that last time that I did the video on it, the motor did have to go back into the shop because the lower unit was shot, because I guess during assembly at the factory they used the wrong bolts or something inside of it, and so like the next trip out after doing the boat thing, it was just done. It was done. So they ended up, Anglers Marine did a fantastic job. Just took the boat, hooked it all up, back on the water relatively soon. Cool. It's depressing when you buy a brand new boat and it has to go back into the shop for 2 weeks or whatever it might be, but I guess that's just comes with the territory. But Anglers Marine, they hooked it up, they sorted it out. And last, there's nothing over here but rain gear and some tools, hardware to fix random crap if it need be. Overall, not much change, just another day in Southern California, getting ready to melt in the sun and hopefully go catch some fish. So stay tuned, we'll see if I do. Oh, and as always, if you like the videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you're interested in any of the products, the baits, apparel, any of that stuff, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter, the email newsletter that's available on our site. On either of our sites, there's a pop-up window, you can see it there. We really appreciate the support, and yeah, until next time. That guy's absolutely smoked. God damn. Holy shit, dude. Come on, girl.
Get off the fucking cleat, man. Jesus, the fucking cleat.
What a shit show. Man, that's kind of a fluke fish, just to be honest. Thing landed uptight, but I mean, I'm patterning for a reason, but throw it out there. That fish hit almost instantly. It hit the water. I gave it like a crank and it was all, but I am so lucky I didn't lose that fish. That's what it comes down to. Because of that scene right there. I'd get it off one side, then it'd hook on this side. Then I'd get it off the other side and hook on this side. That was just crap. All right. £8, 5 ounce. Nice post-spawn fish. I'm about to take some photos because this fish is looking oddly familiar, so I'm gonna put her in there. I'll take some photos of her on the board, and I'm gonna let her go. I'm not gonna hold on to her forever. Oh.